Hey there, and welcome deep inside the Fright Night Vault. If this is your first time joining us, consider this your invitation to the darker side of nighttime listening. And if you've been here before, you already know there's no such thing as just another story. Tonight's tale is one that's been whispered about across generations. The kind of story that doesn't come from books or films, but from something older, something that doesn't have a name, just a shape. The shape of a person, but not a person. No face, no features, just a figure darker than the dark around it, always standing at the edge of your vision, waiting. Some call them shadow people. Others think they're just tricks of the mind, your brain misfiring in the low light before sleep. But those who've seen them, really seen them, they'll tell you the truth. Once you notice one, it notices you back. I want to say up front, thank you for being here. I know a lot of you use these stories to help drift off to sleep, so before you nod off completely, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button, drop a comment letting me know where you're listening from, and make sure you're subscribed. It helps keep the vault open. Now, wherever you are, under covers, driving through an empty highway, sitting in the quiet of your room, listen carefully. This story doesn't start with a scream. It starts with a feeling, the sense that you're being watched. And when you turn around, there's nothing there. But there's never nothing, is there? The story starts now. The first time I saw it, I thought it was just a coat on the door. I'd just moved into a new apartment, 3rd floor, edge of town. Cheap, barely furnished. But it was quiet, and after everything I'd been through the past year, I needed quiet. I'd been dealing with insomnia since the accident. Waking up at 2 a.m. every night like clockwork. That night was no different. I rolled over, stared into the dim room, and that's when I saw it. Something standing by the closet, not moving, just watching. I reached over, flicked on the lamp, nothing there. The coat hook on the back of the door was empty. I told myself I was just seeing things. I'd heard about that before. Sleep paralysis. Hallucinations from stress. It had to be something like that. But the next night, it was back. Same spot, same shape. But this time, it stepped closer. The moment I moved, it vanished. No sound, no wind, just gone. After that, things got worse. I started feeling watched even in daylight. Every room had corners that felt too dark. The air would turn cold, sharp like a knife against my skin. Sometimes I'd see a flicker in the reflection of my microwave door, or the surface of my phone screen when it was locked. Always just a shape, never clear, but always there. I started researching. Forums, paranormal threads, podcasts. Most of it was garbage, but there was one post that stood out. A user named We Sleep in Shadows had written, "Don't acknowledge it. Don't look at it directly. They feed on attention. Once you notice them, they don't leave. They watch until you're hollow." The post was from 6 years ago. No follow-ups, no other activity on the account. I stopped sleeping entirely after that. I tried recording myself one night, just audio. I left my phone on the nightstand and let it run until morning. When I played it back, there was breathing. Not mine. Deeper, rhythmic, calm. And then, 5 hours and 13 minutes into the recording, I heard a whisper, a voice, low and gravelly like wind dragging over gravel. It said, "You see me now." That night, I put tape over every mirror, shut every door, covered the TV with a blanket. I even unplugged the microwave, but when I turned out the lights, I felt it again, closer. I turned on the flashlight on my phone, swept it around the room, nothing. I sat on the bed, trying not to blink, not to move. And that's when I felt the breath. Not in the audio this time, on the back of my neck, slow, measured. I turned the flashlight to the mirror I had forgotten about. The one behind the closet door. There it was, a shadow, no features, no face, but glowing eyes staring back at me. And I realized something. It wasn't just watching anymore. It was waiting. The next morning, my neighbor found me outside on the sidewalk barefoot, staring up at my own window. I don't remember going outside. All I know is the apartment wasn't empty anymore. They say shadow people are just sleep paralysis hallucinations, a glitch of the brain trying to fill the dark. But I don't have sleep paralysis. I wasn't dreaming. And when I moved out, I didn't take it with me. It followed on its own. It's behind you now. No, don't turn around. That's how it starts. Just sit still. Pretend you don't know it's there. And if it starts whispering, don't answer. Because the moment you do, it never stops. If you enjoy these types of horror audio stories, just add a like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps us keep the vault open and the shadows exactly where they belong.